Are you enjoying a sweet Mexican mango? If so, did you know that you're contributing to a multi-billion-dollar industry? Every year, hundreds of thousands of tons of Mexican mangoes travel across the United States. But the question is, what has brought them to this peak? And what surprisingly interesting stories about this fruit have you never heard? Join me as we unveil each layer of mystery. The amazing journey of Mexican mangoes doesn't just begin in the orchard, but also with an extremely rigorous selection of varieties. The smooth and sweet Ataulfo, the beautiful red-skinned Tommy Atkins, the fragrant Kent and Keat. Each mango variety is grown to meet different market demands. But have you ever wondered, what truly makes the addictive difference in the flavor of Mexican mangoes? The answer lies in the incredible diversity of microclimates. Regions like Oaxaca and Chiapas, with their high humidity, offer a light, delicate sweetness, while Sinaloa, with its hot and dry climate, produces richer mangoes. Even a slight difference in altitude or rainfall can create subtle variations in flavor. Isn't that interesting? And there's another secret that perhaps few people notice. Traditional grafting techniques, passed down through generations, not only help mango trees adapt better to the local soil, but also significantly improve fruit yield and quality. This is one of the secret weapons that helps Mexican mangoes maintain their position. Especially, instead of overusing chemicals, many farmers apply biological methods such as using natural herbs to repel insects, helping mangoes to be both safe and retain their pure flavor. These factors have helped Mexican mangoes not only dominate the U.S. market, but also conquer the palates of millions of consumers worldwide. And can you believe it? The farmers here even have a special sixth sense to know when a mango is ripe. They have to listen to each mango. This is perhaps one of the most interesting secrets that few people know. This method is based on the sound produced when gently tapping the mango. If the sound is slightly hollow, it's a sign that the mango has reached the perfect ripeness for harvesting. This technique is passed down from generation to generation, helping them accurately determine the harvest time without needing any modern measuring equipment. It is especially important for varieties like Ataulfo, because harvesting too early or too late can seriously affect their characteristic flavor. Harvesting mangoes is not just about picking fruit, it requires high skill. Many farms in Mexico train workers how to cut the mango stem so as not to leave an open wound on the fruit, as this can increase the risk of fungal infection during storage. Some mango varieties, like Tommy Atkins, have a fairly strong stem. If you don't know how to pick them correctly, sap from the stem can flow down and spoil the surface of the mango skin. That's why experienced harvesters can pick mangoes very quickly while still maintaining optimal quality. However, the journey of Mexican mangoes is not always as smooth sailing. There's an interesting but also concerning truth that perhaps few consumers notice. The flavor of Mexican mangoes today may no longer be as complete as it was 20 to 30 years ago. The main reason comes from climate change, a global challenge that is directly affecting the development of mango trees. Rising temperatures are changing the ratio of sugar and acid in mangoes, causing some varieties to have a sharper sweetness but less aroma. Erratic rainfall is also significantly affecting the water content of mangoes, causing some growing regions to experience more problems with dry or cracked fruit. Even the phenomenon of heat shock causes mango trees to flower earlier or later than usual, leading to discrepancies in harvest times and disrupting supply balance. Agricultural scientists in Mexico are working hard to research adaptive farming methods to help mangoes maintain their traditional flavor. But this remains a difficult problem. When the mango season arrives, the harvest atmosphere becomes extremely bustling across the farms. The farmers, mostly small family households, carefully pick each ripe mango. However, behind these seemingly peaceful images lies a harsh reality that perhaps few people in America can imagine. And a more unfortunate secret is that in some mango-growing regions, farmers also have to live under the control of criminal gangs, facing protection fees and the constant threat of violence. In many regions such as Michoacán or Guerrero, major mango-producing areas of Mexico. Cartels not only traffic drugs but have also expanded to control agricultural activities. Many mango farmers are forced to pay protection money to avoid robbery or crop destruction. Some sources indicate that cartels are even behind mango pricing, controlling supply to drive prices up. This makes it difficult for small-scale mango growers, while large corporations can negotiate with these organizations to secure their interests. In the areas affected by these gangs, the harvesting process is not just a livelihood, but also a journey full of risks and uncertainties. It is no longer uncommon for mango farms in Mexico to require armed protection. Some farm owners have had to invest in private security teams or cooperate with local security forces to protect their crops and the lives of their workers. Clearly, this situation goes beyond mere economic damage and also instills a constant fear and insecurity within the honest farming communities. It's a dark picture behind the sweetness of the mangoes. But will the story of Mexican mangoes only have such somber tones? Let's continue to explore. Beyond the security challenges, the Mexican mango industry also faced trade barriers in the past, which perhaps few people remember. Although Mexican mangoes now blanket the U.S. market, it's interesting to note that before 1990, this fruit was once banned from import into the U.S. due to concerns about pests. It was only after Mexico agreed to implement strict quarantine measures, such as irradiation and hot water treatment, that the ban was lifted, ushering in an era of explosive growth for mango exports. And you'll be surprised by the price difference between early season and main season mangoes. Let's explore this market factor. Early season mangoes are usually more expensive because the supply is limited and demand from importers and supermarkets is very high. In particular, restaurants and food processing businesses are willing to pay high prices to get the first shipments of mangoes. In addition, mango varieties like Ataulfo often have a short harvest period, further increasing the value of early season mango batches. In the U.S., early season mangoes from Mexico usually appear on supermarket shelves around February-March and are much more expensive than mangoes in the middle of the season. Many believe that the first mangoes have a more fragrant and richer flavor than those harvested during the main season. And one factor that cannot be overlooked is the significant role of women in the mango industry. From caring for each young tree and meticulously pollinating flowers, to harvesting ripe mangoes and participating in preliminary processing and packaging stages, women have been and continue to contribute an indispensable part to the success of the industry. However, the path to these sweet mangoes is not always smooth. After so much effort in care and harvesting, has the journey of the mango ended? For fresh mangoes to reach consumers in distant markets like the United States, the post-harvest handling process plays an extremely important role. Hot water treatment, HWT technology, is widely applied to kill the eggs and larvae of fruit flies, ensuring quality and food safety according to international standards. After that, the mangoes are sorted, carefully packed in sturdy cardboard boxes, and preserved using controlled atmosphere technology. But have you ever wondered, with such a massive volume of transactions, are there any hidden financial activities behind this industry? There have been suspicions that some individuals and organizations are taking advantage of mango exports to carry out money laundering, exploiting the difficulty in controlling cash flow through agricultural product transactions. The journey of exporting Mexican mangoes to the United States is not just a simple commercial activity. With a turnover of billions of dollars, it also carries profound political and diplomatic significance known as mango diplomacy. Any issues related to the quality, price, or phytosanitary inspection of mangoes can become a topic of discussion between the governments of the two countries. So, how is it that mangoes carrying such diplomatic significance and these rare varieties can reach American tables so quickly? One of Mexico's biggest advantages compared to other mango exporting countries like Thailand or the Philippines is its close proximity to the United States. From the time of harvest until the mangoes appear on supermarket shelves, it only takes about 48 to 72 hours, helping to maintain their freshness. In addition, Mexico has an extremely developed logistics system with a series of modern packing centers, which helps process hundreds of thousands of tons of mangoes each year while still ensuring quality. Beyond the transportation advantages, the success of Mexican mangoes in the U.S. is also reinforced by unique marketing tactics. Previously, mangoes were not a popular fruit in the U.S., but thanks to strong promotional campaigns by the Mexican mango industry, mango consumption in the U.S. has increased significantly. Currently, more than 60% of the mangoes consumed in the U.S. come from Mexico, contributing to changing the eating habits of the people in this country. We've seen how popular Mexican mangoes are in the U.S., but are you curious to know how the locals in Mexico enjoy this fruit? And is there anything even more surprising waiting for us? If you have the chance to visit Mexico, you'll be amazed by the variety and how locals enjoy mangoes in local markets. From fresh, delicious mangoes sold everywhere, to appealing street foods like mango on a stick with chili, or refreshing mango smoothies. And you might not expect that even the seemingly discarded part of the mango can bring economic value. A black market for mango seeds exists, with demand from the pharmaceutical and cosmetics industries due to the potential nutrients in mango seeds. However, because the value of mango seeds is increasing, there have been cases of mango seed theft from processing plants and their sale on the black market without quality control. From the young seedlings in Mexico to the delicious mangoes on tables around the world, this journey is not just the story of a fruit, but also a multifaceted picture of agriculture, economy, society, and even the little-known hidden aspects. The Mexican mango industry, with the secrets that have been revealed, continues to grow and assert its position in the international market. Were you surprised by what has been discovered? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. Goodbye and see you in the next interesting exploration videos.